Hello guys and welcome back to my channel for your weekly nostalgia trip. We are taking a trip back into Football Manager 2009 for this Retro FM save with Arsenal. Things have been going pretty well in the league. We find ourselves in a decent spot. We've advanced in the Champions League. However, today we have a massive game against Liverpool, Steven Gerrard and Fernando Torres. Let's get into it. So guys, last Sunday you would have seen us up here in this game against Manchester United. Sir Alex Ferguson's side coming up trumps, scoring from the penalty spot, being the decisive goal in the league match that we played. At that point, we'd not actually conceded in the Premier League, which was quite interesting. But yes, we move on. As I mentioned, the Champions League Group A, we were in a relatively easy group, I will admit. Werder Bremen, Olympiacos and Anderlecht. We have gone through top of that group with 13 points. In terms of the Premier League, though, we have, I can't even remember this game against Everton. It's been a little while. We lost 1-0. Joseph Yobo with the goal. We then beat Portsmouth, beat Hull, beat Villa, drew 0-0 with West Ham. That was a disappointing one. We then played Chelsea, drew 1-1 with Chelsea, beat Sheffield United, beat Blackburn Rovers, beat Spurs, beat Manchester City, who are a shadow of what you expect from Manchester City right now. Shay Gibbon, Joe Hart, Kasper Schmeichel, Nader Manua, Mika Richards. Vincent Kompany's there. They bought some big players. They bought Cerner in. They've bought in Marek Hamsik. They've bought in Antonio Valencia is a player that they bought. So they've got some ability here. They still have Robinho, of course. Here is Robinho. He looks pretty good. Who remembers Robinho back in the day? Can you guys remember when Manchester City were like this? Because I definitely do. Shay Gibbon in goal, unbelievable stuff. Anyway, after beating Man City, we beat Portsmouth. That was in the League Cup quarter-final. So things are actually advancing pretty well in terms of domestic competition. And then we played Anderlecht in the last game of the Champions League, and we managed to get through. It was 2-2. We'd already qualified. I rotated the team, is what it is. So this is how things are looking right now. We are about to take on Liverpool in today's game. As I said, we have Gerrard, we have Torres, we have all of that good stuff to come. However, in terms of cup competitions then, FA Cup third round, we are taking on Peterborough. Shouldn't really be any issues there. Peterborough at home should be relatively straightforward. League Cup semi-finals, we have been drawn against Manchester City. The other side of that is Newcastle and Villa. So you'd like to think whichever one of us and Man City go through will win that final. But you never know. This is football. This is old school FM. So you never really know. The draw for the next round of the knockouts of the Champions League hasn't yet happened. So that's kind of all I can report on at the moment is that we've gone through. We will be in the knockout stages, but I don't know who we will be taking on just yet. In terms of the Premier League, though, Chelsea are top after they've played 17 games. Majority of others... Actually, no, there's just a few of us who have only played less. Chelsea are top after 17 games with 41 points. Manchester United are obviously 2 games behind, and 5 points behind. And then there's a little bit of a gap because we are then 5 points behind Manchester United. So obviously Chelsea and Manchester United having a good little battle here. But we are taking on the 4th place team today. We are taking on Liverpool. It's going to be an interesting one to see how we get on. This is the Liverpool team. Who is the manager right now? Rafa Benitez, of course it is. So they've got some good players in this team. Reina in goal, Carragher, Daniel Agger, Sami Hyypiä, Martin Skrtel. Who else have they got? Lucas, Mascherano, Xavi Alonso, Jussi Benayoun. Gerrard, obviously. Steven Gerrard back in the day, 28 years of age is Steven Gerrard. Very, very good. He's going to be a player that we're going to have to watch out for. Valued at £29.5 million back in the day. In 2008, that's a very, very good price on Steven Gerrard. Mentally, he looks absolutely fantastic. Dirk Kuyt, Ryan Babel, David Ngo. Who remembers this guy from back in the day? And then obviously the main man up front for them is Fernando Torres, who's got 14 goals in 17 appearances in all competitions so far this season. So he is going to be the main one that we need to stop. I'm looking at how they set up. This is kind of their tactic, a 4-2-3-1. Gerrard playing behind Fernando Torres and Xavi Alonso and Mascherano as the two sitters. Aurelio, I think, may be the issue. Basically, I think they're struggling in the fullback positions, so it's going to be interesting to see how we do get on because we don't really have wingers. So we will continue. This is the match preview. As I said here, we've not played Liverpool at all yet this season, but you can easily see that they are scoring more goals than us. Torres on 11 just in the Premier League. Our top goal scorers are Robin van Persie and Theo Walcott, who have 4 apiece. Then there's Adebayor. And as you can see, Steven Gerrard's got 2 and David Ngog has got 3. So David Ngog will be my 3rd top goal scorer, which is absolutely staggering. Liverpool are the favourites for this game at Anfield. So we will go into the team selection. And what does... let's clear the selection and ask my assistant to pick and see what he does. He doesn't like Miguel Veloso, and I don't know why, because we're going to keep putting him back into the team. Anyway, this is what we're going to run. We have Almunia in goal, Bakary Sagna, Kolo Touré, William Gallas, Gael Clichy, Arturo Vidal and Miguel Veloso, Cesc Fabregas, Andre Arshavin in the hole, and Adebayor and Theo Walcott up top. Van Persie, despite having 8 goals in all competitions, just isn't cutting it. His inconsistency is driving me mad. I also think from the bench, I think he could be a decent option. But yeah, for me, he's just not really a starter. We've shared the goals ranking. Fabregas has got 6, Arshavin's got 6, Adebayor with 6, and Theo Walcott with 6 as well. But yeah, Robin van Persie not doing the job thus far. So we will proceed to the match then. And do Liverpool line up as we expect. Arbeloa at right back, Aurelio at left back. Obviously, they've got that Spanish flair from Big Rafa in the squad. It's going to be an interesting one. As I said, I feel that they're lacking in the fullback regions. It's going to be interesting to see how Carragher gets on against Adebayor and how they stack up against the pace of Theo Walcott. The early prediction says, I fancy Liverpool to win this one. They should have enough quality to see off the threat of Arsenal. They are 6-4 favourites. So we go into the team talk. We go and speak to the assistant, and he says to do it for the fans. So we will go into the game. Again, I love this retro camera angle. I love this retro pitch. I love it. It looks so bobbly. And we're up in the gods here at Anfield, it would appear. As Babel's cross is blocked. Aurelio with the cross in, though. Gallas gets his head on it. Gael Clichy is going to get there. No, he's not. Torres hits it straight at Almunia, and we get the ball clear. And that is that highlight over just as it's about to drop into... Ooh, close from Fabregas. Just as it was about to drop into the feet of Xavi Alonso. Cesc Fabregas with that free kick for us. Goes just over the bar. And here come Liverpool again. Cross comes in. We get a nice header on that. Walcott gets there ahead of Jamie Carragher. No surprise there. Fabregas has got the ball. I thought he was going to spot the ball over the top towards Theo Walcott, who was away. Arshavin running with the ball down the right-hand side. Gives it away. This just reminds me of that famous game where Arshavin scored 4 against Liverpool. Here comes Theo Walcott. Walcott into the penalty area. Oh, Theo Walcott hits that over. But yeah, I'm talking about that Arshavin moment where he scores 4 at Anfield and he's just running around doing that. I take 1 from Arshavin at the very least today, as Aurelio drags that one well wide, not troubling Manuel Almunia in the Arsenal goal. Corner for us. Into Kolo Touré. Goes back to Arshavin then. Walcott on the edge. Oh, that's bad. Oh, Theo. He's joint up there with some of our higher scorers. But again, really lacking the consistency. It's something I look for massively in FM21 is the consistency factor, and you can definitely see that. I don't know if it was these sorts of hidden attributes were in the game back in 2009. I'd be very intrigued to know, as Arshavin goes close from a relatively decent distance, just outside the penalty area. Reina takes the goal kick then. We win that header. Arshavin flicks it on. Carragher gets there ahead of Walcott this time. Ryan Babel with the ball at his feet goes back to Xavi Alonso. Out to Fernando Torres on this left-hand side. Should be an easy intercept for Sagna, but he gives it back to Torres. Aurelio. Oh. I was saying that Aurelio was probably a weakness in their team. And Fabio Aurelio has just side-footed one into the goal. Bakary Sagna should have probably done better there. He's given space. He just about edges into the penalty area, and Almunia gets beaten at his near post. You'd like to think he would do a little bit better with that. He'll probably be disappointed that we have conceded that one there. Alonso with the free kick, taken short into Torres, forced a good save from Almunia this time. Babel into the hands of Almunia. We've not really threatened at all, have we? It feels like in these games that you're seeing at the moment, they are tight ones, they are close ones against big favourites in terms of the league. We've just not really been doing it, not really at the races. Manchester United absolutely dominated us, and Liverpool are kind of doing the same here. Fabregas goes out to the right-hand side. Bakary Sagna, Arshavin on the ball then. Andre Arshavin into Cesc Fabregas. He's got some space, edge of the penalty area. Gel Clichy. Both the left-backs have scored. Is Gel Clichy offside? No. Okay, so that's his first ever goal for Arsenal. That shows how old this game is. Gel Clichy with his first goal for Arsenal there. Both the left-backs on the score sheet inside the first half at Anfield. Fabregas' shot gets deflected off of Adebayor, and Gel Clichy is very high up on that left-hand side, but taps in nonetheless. 1-1 going into half-time. Not the end of the world. Free kick to Liverpool then. Oh, maybe it's not 1-1 going into half-time. Ryan Babel. Bakary Sagna's pressing him. Gerrard. So there's 1 minute of added time, and we're about to go into the 47th minute. Good strike from Gerrard. It's kind of what you expect, isn't it? A sort of Gerrard long-range effort. Don't really close down Babel very well. Gerrard's in acres of space, and you shouldn't give a man like Steven Gerrard that much time on the edge of your penalty area with the ball coming across him. In terms of the ratings, though, we're doing okay. It's just Veloso doing pretty poor. Adebayor's got a little bit of a knock. What does the assistant say? I want to see more from you, but he's pleased with Adebayor. Not fully convinced. 47 minutes, so just after half-time here. Torres drags one wide. We seem to be doing a job on Fernando Torres. It's just kind of everyone else who's impacting the game more than we'd like. Carragher with the free kick into Xavi Alonso. There's not really a great deal of pressing here. Ball into Gerrard. Oh my God, Gerrard's tried his luck from a long way out. We're going to go into the instructions. We're going to look at the team instructions. Closing down, we're going to really bump that up. We're going to go slightly more attacking, but keep our passing style a little bit shorter. Let's see if that makes any difference going into the rest of this second half. We also need to keep an eye on Emmanuel Adebayor with his knock in the first half as Ryan Babel scores. Oh, it's Carragher. I thought that was Ryan Babel. Carragher, Jamie Carragher, Sky Sports, Jamie Carragher has put Liverpool 3-1 up. That's his first goal of the season I just saw there. It's a nice corner from Yossi Benayoun, and Carragher just runs across everybody and slots that header in. Very nice corner routine. Kind of one either side of the half is basically seen the result of this one. I can't see us. We're a team that struggles to score. I can't see us getting two more away at Anfield. Ball over the top to Ryan Babel then. Sagna goes to closing down. Gerrard's in acres of space again on the edge of our penalty area. Okay, I think it's time to make some changes. Veloso not playing very well, down at a 6.3. So we will look at bringing on the Nilsson for him. Robin Van Persie's going to come on for Adebayor, who's down at a 6.1. My assistant manager said he was pleased with Adebayor. He said he was pleased. He's playing at a 6.1, Pat Rice. What on earth are you doing? Carragher. Walcott intercepts. Veloso, this is obviously just before the substitutes happen then. William Gallas, back to Colo Touré. Arturo Vidal. Sagna. Cesc Fabregas. Adebayor. Hits it straight against Xavi Alonso. Sagna picks this one up though. He's not trapped by the winger. He's got loads of space, loads of time. Cross comes over. It's bad. Walcott will keep this one in though. Into Arshavin. Gets tackled. The ball gets cleared. The danger is over pretty much. Colo Touré is going to pick this one up basically on the edge of his own penalty area. That is that highlight over. The tactical changes happen right now. Can we do anything to claw our way back into this game? They've just taken Gerrard off. Nilsson looks for Van Persie. Ooh, Arshavin sends the ball just wide. I will make one more substitution. I don't really... Yeah, Walcott for Bentner, maybe. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I really don't know. We've been playing quite well, and then we just come up against one of these big boys and just get completely unstuck. Ball with Fabregas then into Arshavin. His pass gets blocked. Denilson's going to pick this one up, though. Into Fabregas. Denilson tries his luck. That fires back off the crossbar. Bakary Sagna gets beaten in the air. 2 minutes at a time. It looks like that's going to be game, set, and match to Liverpool at Anfield. It is. We are going to see what the assistant says. He says disappointing. To be honest, you don't get a great deal of options. Angry, disappointed, sympathised, good effort, elated. So I am going to say disappointed because, as I said, you don't get the biggest number of options. So we will continue. Disappointing result. Arshavin was our key man. Man of the match was Jamie Carragher. So that means Liverpool leapfrog us in terms of the Premier League. We are even further behind the 8 ball now. Chelsea 10 points clear of us at the top of the table, and Manchester United 5 points clear with that game in hand. So they're doing pretty well so far. If we go into the news, we've just had to pay Zenit some money. Great. Adebayor has a groin strain. We will leave that one to the physio. And Jamie Carragher shines as Liverpool get the victory. Okay then, guys. So we will go back into the team and we will take a look at our fixtures to see where we can bring you back next. I think what we'll do is we'll aim to come back a little bit further down here. Probably in and around this sort of area, maybe. We'll probably take on one of the teams that aren't in the Premier League anymore. So maybe like a Hull or a Bolton or someone like that. Or if we advance through into the League Cup final, I will bring you back for the League Cup final, guys. But that is where I'm going to leave things for today. Unfortunately, we've lost our second game on camera in a row. We've lost to Manchester United. We've now lost to Liverpool. But c'est la vie. They are the bigger teams in the Premier League at this moment in time. If you have enjoyed today's video and you are enjoying the series, don't forget to drop a like on it down below and subscribe to my channel. If you are new around here and you are taking in my content for the first time, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. But until next time, guys, take care, and I'll see you guys very, very soon.